back end of your new WordPress site, you might find yourself a little overwhelmed. You will see plenty of links and options, and you may not be sure what to do first. As you will soon discover, however, WordPress is a beginner-friendly and easy-to-use platform. Once you have spent a little time familiarizing yourself with the different sections of the back end, as well as the various features and settings that are available, you will feel much more comfortable. WordPress makes it simple to orient yourself quickly, so you can get straight to designing your site and adding content. In this article, we'll streamline the process for you by pointing out the key features of the WordPress back-end explain how to use them. Let's start with the dashboard.
The WordPress dashboard is the first screen which will be seen when you look into the administration area of your blog or website, which will display the overview of the website. It is a collection of gadgets that provide information and provide an overview of what's happening with your blog or website. Let's start.
Toolbar has links to various administration functions and is displayed at the top of each administration screen. And we can see that in the top left side of the toolbar we have an icon named My Site, and it lets the user view a list of his sites and to access their dashboards. Next to it there is the reader icon, and it allows us to read the blogs and topics we follow. In the top right side of the toolbar, if we click on the Write button, we can write and edit a new post for our website. We also have a My Profile button that allows us to update our profile, personal settings, and more. And finally, we have a notification button where we can manage our notifications. In the work area, the specific information relating to a particular navigation choice, such as adding a new post, is presented and collected. Main navigation menu details each of the administration function we can perform. At the bottom of that section is a collapse menu button that screens the menu into a set of icons, or to expand to list them by major functions. Now let's have a look at the main navigation menu. My Home button tells us about recent activity both at our site and in the WordPress community, and update information. And if we are creating a new website, we can follow the site setup presented by WordPress to set up the essentials of our new website. The Stats button shows us a statistic of the visitors per unit of time, and details about the visitors as the posts and pages they clicked, as well as their countries, etc. Next we have the Upgrades button, which allow us as administration of our website to upgrade our website to the plans offered by WordPress, which are of course paid monthly or annually, and they give us more opportunities to edit and upgrade our website, as well as free domain. Purchases. In this icon we can view, manage or cancel our WordPress plan and other purchases. Domain or domains, here we can manage the domains connected to our website. Posts are the principal elements or content of a blog. The posts are the writings, compositions, or discussions, and also known as articles and sometimes referred as blogs or blog posts. They are used to popularize our blogs. All posts, via the All Posts screen, you can select the post or posts you wish to edit, delete, or view. Multiple posts can be selected for deletion or for editing. A powerful bulk edit feature allows you to change certain fields for a group of posts. A handy inline edit tool. called Quick Edit. Allows you to update many fields for an individual post. Various search and filtering options allow you to find the posts you want to edit or delete. Add new posts. Posts add new screen is where you write new posts. While you are writing those posts, you can also create a new category and new tags. In addition, any media, picture, video, recordings, files can be uploaded and inserted into the posts. Categories. Every post in WordPress is filed under one or more categories. Categories allows the classification of your posts into groups, thereby aiding viewers in the navigation and use of your site. Each category may be assigned to category parent so that you may set up hierarchy within the category structure. The post category screen allows you to add, edit and delete categories, as well as organize your categories hierarchically. Multiple categories can be selected for deletion. A search option allows you to find the categories you want to edit or delete. Also, remember, categories can be added in the posts and new screen. Tags are the keywords you might assign to each post, not to be confused with categories. Tags have no hierarchy, meaning there is no relationship from one tag to another. But like categories, tags provide another means to aid your readers in accessing information on your blog. The post tag screen allows you to add, change or delete tags. Multiple tags can be selected for deletion. A search option allows you to find the tag you want to edit or delete. Also remember, tags can be added in the post Add New Screen. Media is the images, video, recordings and files we upload and use in our blog. Media is typically uploaded and inserted into the content when writing a post or page. And in the tab we can manage all the media on our site, including images, video and more. Pages. The All Pages screen provides the necessary tools to edit, delete or view extending pages. On this screen we can select the page to edit, delete or view. Multiple pages can be selected for deletion and for edition. We can also look for pages in the search bar. Comments are a footer of blogs which allow readers to respond to posts. In the comment screen, you can edit and delete as well as mark comments as spam. Comments that are awaiting moderation can be marked as approved or previously approved comments can be approved. Multiple comments can be selected and approved, marked as spam, unapproved, or deleted. A section in the top of the comment screen displays the number of comments awaiting moderation and the number of approved comments. A search box allows you to find specific comments. Clicking this feedback button, we can check the messages and feedback of our website users. We can also create polls in our website, edit and check them in the polls button, as well as rating and check them using the rating button. Jetpack is a plugin suite which combines essential WordPress footer into one large plugin. It allows us to manage the footer we want to use, and we can turn off the footers we don't need. The core focus of the plugin is security, performance, and marketing. Jetpack can be bought to use it freely, but our tutorial we are not going to use it.
Appearance. What are WordPress appearance options? The Appearance menu, located within the WordPress dashboard, contains links which allow a user to access the majority of the options pages, which control the public display of your WordPress website. In the sections below, I will explain briefly the various appearance options, their purpose, and how to use them. Appearance. Themes options. The WordPress theme options page, accessible via Appearance Themes, allows the user to add and manage the WordPress themes. The currently active theme is indicated by a blue footer below the theme screenshot, which contains the word active. When hovering over the other theme screenshots, the user is presented with the theme details, activate, and live preview links. The WordPress Customizer, accessible via Appearance Customize, displays a preview of the currently active theme along with a series of options which impact the website's design in multiple different ways. The Customizer is used by some premium themes as the Themes Options panel. This means that if you want to modify premium themes settings and you don't see a link to a theme panel, you should consider checking the options available within the customizer. The Widgets section, accessible via Appearance Widgets, which allow the user to manage the widgets the currently active themes sidebars contain along with their contents. Widgets are dragged from the left-hand side of the screen and dropped into an existing sidebar on the right-hand side of the screen for them to display. The widgets can be arranged into any order by dragging and dropping. Their individual options can be viewed and modified by clicking the right-aligned downward facing arrow. When editing is complete, it is important to remember to click the Save button at the bottom of the Widgets Options panel. The Menus configuration, accessible via Appearance Menus, allows the user to create and manage menus for the WordPress theme to display. Once a menu is created, pages, posts, categories, tags, and numerous other content types can be added to the menu. As with widgets, plugins can add new custom post types which, if configured to do so, can allow you to add them to a menu. The editor, accessible via Appearance Additional CSS, from within the WordPress dashboard, allows the user to make edits directly to theme files and templates. This is a very handy and useful option for modifying the theme style.css file to add, remove, or modify existing CSS rules. One limitation of this editor, however, is the fact that the user is not able to access any files located inside the directories within the themes folder itself. Only top-level files can be edited. In this chapter, we will learn how to use plugins in your WordPress site. Plugin allows to easily modify, customize, or enhance WordPress blog or post. The WordPress plugin is a software that can be uploaded to expand the functionality of the site. They add services or features to WordPress blog. Plugins are used to make your work easier. Remember how in video games, certain magic options help your hero move faster or make them cast some pretty cool spells? Well, that's just what plugins do to your website. They boost its performance and make it execute pretty much any kind of action you have in mind, no matter how big or small. Are you perhaps thinking of adding a PayPal button to your website? No problem, there is just the right plugin for it. And what about adding a favicon to your site? Why not? As once again, plugins comes to the rescue. Plugins run on top of the WordPress software and usually use hooks to add new functionalities to the core code. Hooks are specific places that can be found throughout the WordPress code to which people can add hang their bits of code there are two types of hooks: actions and filters. Action hooks let people add all kinds of functionality to the code, whereas filter hooks enable others to modify the existing data and the content associated with a specific hook. It's also important to mention that each plugin comes with its own set of options you can tweak according to your needs. We spoke earlier about timeline plugins. Depending on a timeline plugin you decide to use, you can choose the number of timelines to display, which animations to add, select the features you wish to disable, etc. WordPress plugins are bits of software that can be uploaded to extend and expand the functionality of your WordPress site. Now we will talk about free versus premium WordPress plugins. Why would you want to pay for a plugin? Well, there are several reasons. While there are thousands of plugins available for free from the plugin directory, paid plugins usually offer a full-time support staff and developers that work on maintaining the security and compatibility of plugins with the latest version of WordPress, as well as with other themes and plugins. Most of the time, plugins play nicely with the core of WordPress and with other plugins, but sometimes a plugin's code will get in the way of another plugin, causing compatibility issues. With a paid plugin, it's just nice to know you have support staff that can help you out if anything goes wrong. You might be asking what types of things plugins can do. Well, if you can imagine it, there is probably a plugin for that. All you need to do is take a stroll through the WordPress plugin directory to see all of the possible ways plugins can extend or enhance your WordPress site. Now we will move to the users. In this chapter, we will learn about the roles of users in WordPress. Every user has their own role in WordPress. Roles are like permissions given to a particular user to access the WordPress site. These roles can be allotted only by the admin. Here are few predefined roles available in WordPress. Administrator. The administrator has all the rights. An admin can do anything and everything on the WordPress site, such as creating more admins, inviting more users, and also removing them. Editor. The editor has access to all the posts, pages, comments, categories, tags, and links. They can create, publish, edit, or delete any posts or pages. Author. The author can only write posts, upload pictures, edit, and publish their own posts. Contributor. The contributor can only write and edit their posts until published. They can create their own posts and pages, but cannot publish them. They cannot upload images or files, but can see your site's status. When they want to publish any post, it must be first notified personally to the administrator for review. When the post is approved, the contributor cannot make any changes once published. Follower. The follower can only read and comment on the posts. Followers are the ones who have signed into your account to receive updates. Viewer. Viewers can only view your posts. They cannot edit, but can only comment on the posts. Entirely, new roles can also be added and removed by using plugins. This allows the website administrator to manage who can publish and edit posts, create pages, manage plugins, moderate comments, manage other users, define links, manage themes, and more. Restricting the capability of various roles allow the WordPress website administrators to have other users participate on their site. The user roles make it possible for WordPress websites to have multiple authors and thousands of registered users. This flexibility has transformed WordPress from a simple blog publishing platform to a community platform capable of powering membership sites, large online publications, and other types of sites that would typically require numerous users. Now, we will move to tools. Besides WordPress settings, which contain practically all options for a site, there are a few more features to be found in WordPress Tools belt, as these WordPress tools are a bit different than the rest of the settings. They have a special place in the admin menu. WordPress Tools sections contains scripts that are needed only on extraordinary occasions. That's why those scripts don't come pre-installed with WordPress, but only listed so you can find them more easily when necessary. The first is Available Tools. Under these sections, there is a bookmarket called Press. This that allows quick posting and publishing by means of using a browser favorite button. Immediately beneath that, there is a category to tags converter script that will take you to the Tools import screen. If you look back at the Tools drop-down menu, then you will see the Import and Export tabs immediately beneath the Available Tools tab. These import and export tools allow WordPress to import and export data to and from other content management systems. The Import tool contains scripts to import data from other content management systems into WordPress. If you have a website on Blogger, Movable Type, or even another WordPress site, then you can install any of the scripts that you need on this page. These scripts will allow you to import your content from whatever content management system you specify. As was mentioned earlier, the other script you will find on this page is the categories to tags converter script. The Export tool allows users to export WordPress data in XML format, which can later be imported into another WordPress installation. The format is called a WordPress Extended RSS or WXR file. It will contain all of your posts, comments, custom fields, categories, and tags. Exporting your content is a useful way to back up your WordPress website. WordPress offers a ton of settings for customizing how your site functions. In this tutorial, we will be covering WordPress settings in depth. From the WordPress dashboard, locate the settings menu. If we hover over this menu, you will see a sub-menu appear with options for various WordPress settings including General, Reading, Discussion, Hosting configuration, media, and writing. To get started, expand the WordPress settings menu, click General Settings. The first thing you will notice in General Settings is your site title and tagline. You will want to make sure these titles match your site because your site title will be visible in Google search results. By default, WordPress includes just another WordPress site. As your site's tagline, you will probably want to update this tagline to be descriptive of your site, because the site tagline will also show up in Google search results for your site. The next section is the WordPress address URL. For the site address URL, you can enter the URL address if you want your site's homepage to be different from the directory when you installed WordPress. In most cases, it's best to leave these two URLs alone. Next, you will see the email address that's used for admin purpose, like new users notification. Next are settings for membership.
With WordPress, you can allow anyone to register for your site. This is a great feature if you're running a membership site. The new user default role is by default set to subscriber. You will probably want to leave these settings since you don't want to grant administration privileges to just anyone that registers for your site. Next is time zone. Scroll through the list to select the city in the same time zone as you then select your preferred DAT format. Keep in mind that format will be visible on blog posts. If you have any questions about this format, you can check out the documentation on date and time formatting by clicking the link below these sections. WordPress writing settings. Next up are writing settings. From the menu on the left, click to open the writing settings pages. All of the settings on this page apply to writing and publishing content for your site. The top sections control the editor within the WordPress dashboard, while the rest control external publishing methods. In the first section, you will see options for formatting and default categories and format of posts. The posts via email settings allow you to send an email to your site with post content. To use this, you will need to set up a secret email account with a POP3 access, and any mail received at this address will be posted. For this reason, it's a good idea to keep this address secret. The last section is for update services. When you publish a new post, WordPress will automatically notify the update services listed here. For more information, check out the update services link in this section. Again, click the Save Changes button at the bottom of the screen for your new settings to take effect. WordPress reading settings. Now it's time for reading settings. This screen contains the settings that affects the display of your content. Here you can choose that displayed on the front page of your site, either your latest posts or a fixed static page. Once we've created a few pages, these pages will be listed here as options for what's shown on your front page and for where to display your posts. The next section is where you can control the display of your content in RSS feeds, including the maximum numbers of posts to display and whether to show full text or a summary. The last section is for search engine visibility. If you would like search engine to ignore your site, click the checkbox next to discourage search engines from indexing this site. This might be a helpful settings if you're currently developing your site and you're not ready for it to be indexed by search. Click the Save Changes at the bottom of the screen to update these changes. WordPress Media Settings. The Media Settings page allows you to set maximum sizes for images inserted into the body of a post. These settings are great for saving time if you always want images to be the same size, or if you want to apply default settings for medium and large image size. The Uploading Files option allows you to select whether or not your uploads are organized into month and year based folder. Click Save Changes.
Thanks for watching. If you want to create a website, stay still and watch the next video.